if you're just joining us, this is Good Morning Abuja on NTA Channel 5, the Unity Station. Right now, we have another guest, and he's here to give us driving tips on or during the Hamattan season. Okay, he is the Unit Head of Operations, Central Business District, Abuja. Please join us as we welcome CRC Sylvanus Ekpeyon. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you. So let's start. This is Hamattan. Hamattan has come. Okay, so let's hear or see some of the tips.
So before you give us the tips, within the week, the overview situation on the road, how we do it here.
Okay.
You first of all start with that one before you give us the tips.
Okay.
The overview of driving in Abuja city has been a bit okay. The Federal Road Safety Corps has not been relenting in its effort to see that the safety on the road is maintained. And we have been going around out for public enlightenment in the church, in the motor parks, and educating the motoring in Abuja on the driving tips during this period. And it has been going well during the week in Abuja.
Okay, so we can say within the week, no casualties and no serious casualties on the road.
I witnessed one 2 days ago at that what's that junction? Nikon Junction.
Okay.
The man that tried crossing the express, and he was knocked down. Instantly he died.
Yes. That is why we always advise people not to cross the highway, the express. When the government have provided pedestrian bridge, we advise them to use the pedestrian bridge rather than crossing the express. Because at times you might be doing your traffic drills, looking at your left, looking at your right, and you don't go back to look at your left and you cross. And you don't know that the vehicle is coming. And at that moment, and the man might be coming on the top speed. Imagine the brake at that period, it will take time and it will hit you. So we always advise pedestrians to make use of pedestrian bridge where it is provided.
And there's something that Lagos State was doing that I feel is worthy of emulation. I remember those days, not too long. If you dare cross the express, they will arrest you. They had task force to enforce it. You pay 5,000. They first take you to court. They call it courts. They will arrest you right there, take you to court, and you pay 5,000. And it helped because there was issues of accident and no accident crossing the express. But when they started that, I found out that a lot of people started taking the pedestrian bridge, and it helped. I don't know whether such can be done here in Abuja.
In FCT, that has been going on, but we are not enforcing the law and trying to penalize the pedestrians by not crossing the bridge. If you go through like a Kubwa Express Road, go through that there is a pedestrian bridge there, and what the government are trying to do, they are barricades.
Yes.
There are barricades on the road to stop you not to make the use of the express.
Okay, the express. That's another good one. Yes.
So that's what the government have been doing. Most of the expressway that you see, there is even the Nikon junction you just mentioned. There were some barricades so that people, instead of making use of crossing the road, cross through the pedestrian.
They don't have it now. It's not there.
It was there before. But that is why he talked about the enlightenment.
Yeah.
Okay, now the Hamattan season is here. The weather has changed, and everything changed along with the change of weather, including driving. Now, give us those tips that we need to go with. That it has to be very handy. Anytime we remember and we're on our steps, this is what we're supposed to do. The weather has changed. Talk to us.
Thank you. This period of Hamattan season. Hamattan season normally comes from November to March every year, between November and March the following year. And the season is a very dangerous season when it comes to driving because it comes with dust and wind, and sometimes will be very cold, and you will not, the poor visibility, you will not be able to see your front. So you advise the motorists that driving in this period, your lighting system must be good, and you go with moderate speed. The speed you can control.
When there's any issue.
We advise you not to overspeed your vehicle during this season because your visibility is poor. It's very low. You might not be able to see the vehicle in front. Instead of using the normal count of 2 seconds, we are advised that you use a 5 second count before, because by the time you want to mash your brake and you are on speed, between you and the vehicle in your front, if you are continuing with the 2 seconds, you might not be able to see the vehicle. That's why we advise the motorists, instead of using a 2 second count, you increase to 5 second count. And at this period, your headlamp must be working well. Instead of you, maybe you are not seeing very well. And with frauds, there are some vehicles that are coming with fog lights.
Yes.
We expect you to use your fog light. The fog light is positioned in the way that it only goes through the ground, not affecting the oncoming vehicles. So that when you use your fog light, you clear more way, you see more ground, more road to go. But when you are not seeing, and we advise people, we are driving at this period, especially the early hour of the day. And if you are not seeing, we advise you to park.
Okay.
You park your vehicle. Or during the Hamattan season, that maybe you are going out the dusty or the cold air in the morning, and you cannot see, you advise to use your wiper. Use your wiper to clear your windshield. Your windshield is clear, you'll be able to see well. And we advise people not to overspeed, not to speed during this period, because you might not see the vehicle in your front.
I may not be able to
You might not
control
be
if
able
there's
to
any danger.
control if there's any danger. So we advise people, please, your headlamp must be working very well. Your brake system must be functioning, because at the march of your brake, if the brake system is not working well and something come across you and you want to put your leg on the brake and the brake is not working, it will cause more danger to the motoring and the other road users.
Okay. You know, this time you will agree with me that people have started traveling. It will amaze you to hear that people have started traveling now. Still address the issue of overloading for us.
Yes, we last time we keep on talking about like the theme of our Ember Month campaign for this year. Like we said, it's field drills but kills. Ride responsibly, avoid overloading. And that's where we are coming to talk about. Overloading is a major challenge, is the cause. And you see, these are periods. People want to make money. They did not make from January till now. And now they want to make the money. Instead of carrying one passenger in front, you see two, three passengers in front, which is not good. And at that moment, you will not be able to control the vehicle. You cannot be able to control the speed of the vehicle. And it will have resultant effects on the passengers and on their vehicles. So we advise people, please don't carry overload. Don't carry more load when you are traveling. Carry the one you can carry. And passengers, if the vehicle is meant to carry 5, please, we advise you carry 5 passengers. Don't overload your vehicle. Like this morning, in my command, we carry out the special operations on overloading. 2 passengers on front, and we're able to get results. We arrest over 10, and we give them for public enlightenment. We enlighten them, not even paying the fine that is the problem. We give them enlightenment to tell them what you are doing is not good. Correct it, and we avoid overloading at this period. It should not. Okay, for example, you are carrying 2 passengers in front, and maybe you are coming from Yaya to city center, and how much do you charge? Maybe 500 naira, and we arrest you for carrying more than one passenger, and you pay 10,000 naira. Is it good for you, for the economy? So we advise people not to carry more passengers.
And the thing is, there's another thing I observed that not even at the main bus stops, but you see a lot of cabs. They will just park on the road, not minding whether they are. You understand? Instead of them to park off the road, they'll just park on the road, and there will be so many of them like that. They don't care.
Those are illegal parks. Those are illegal parks in the city, and the government is doing everything possible to clear those illegal parks. Like I was coming here by the finance junction, I saw them parking there. I told my driver, stop. We clear them before we move down here. So we don't encourage such parks, because they cause accident, they cause crash on the road. And you see, when they call creek dock, when they were supposed to be a free flow of traffic, because somebody is stopping to drop passengers and carry, and to cause a lot of roadblock on the roads. And we need to clear those.
Wow. Okay, you have talked about overloading, you have talked about speed, before we go, because they are telling us to go right now, do you have any other safety tips you want us to know
add, yeah,
before we go, like a final
or
word?
advice?
My advice to the motoring public is that this period is a period that people want to make money they did not make. Please, as you are traveling, as you are preparing to traveling, go at a moderate speed you can control. He that goes well, we that get to your destination safe and sound is better than you coming late. You better go late than dead.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
advise people to go in a moderate speed they can control, and please don't overload your vehicle.
Thank you
Wow,
so
thank
much
you.
for that wonderful
Thank
advice.
you,
We have
thank you.
heard, don't overload, don't overspeed. You know, the money you could not make from January, it is not
Yes, and it's
now.
better to get to
Yes,
your destination
alive, alive,
late than
alive.
to get there dead. Okay, that
Thank
is
you.
just it.
Thank you so much for your time with
Thank you
us on
so
the
much.
program this
Thank you.
morning.
Thank you.
Okay, we have been talking with CRC Silvanos Ekpeyon. He is the unit head of operations, Central Business District, Abuja. And together we looked at driving tips for this Hamattan season. He has talked to us a lot. Please take heed to the advice. Don't overspeed, don't overload. And for your driving visibility, you know, you need to put your car in check. He has told us a lot of things.